What is up, horse racing fans? Today I have the Oaklawn card for Saturday, the Risen or Southwest Stakes Day. Kentucky Derby points on the line here for these horses coming in. I'm going to do the late pick 5 sequence, basically races 7 through 11 with the Risen Stakes in there as well. I have some American bourbon I will be drinking with you today, so make sure to check that out. It's probably on my top 5 list. As far as cheapest and best tasting. So definitely look up American bourbon whiskey. So we'll go right in with race 7. A great race here coming in for the kickoff, the stakes races. I think there's 2 horses in here that are definites. Number 7, 9 to 5 on the morning line, Mystic's Guide. Has the speed, kind of sits right there mid-pack, may look to press the pace. I think Luis Saez is going to maybe just set just off the pace just a little bit here and kind of save up. Looking back, those 3 races that I have highlighted definitely ran big in all of those grade 1s, grade 2s, and grade 3s. Third in the grade 3, Peter Pan. Won the grade 2 Jim Dandy. So has the class, has the speed. Going to be a tough one to beat. The horse that could beat him is going to be number 4, Owendell. Look back at all of Owendell's last races. Grade 1, Clark finished 3rd. Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile finished 5th. Got beat out by Nixico. And then kind of going a little deeper, he did win the Blame Stakes as his most recent win in 2020. Has the speed to contend with some of these other ones, Joel Rosario and Brad Cox on these 2. So definitely considered this one. And then my last 2 picks, number 5, Rated R Superstar, won last time out, so I'm using him here. Could be my long shot or it could be my 3rd pick. I think he's going to take some money, a little bit of money in here, so he might not be 8 to 1 on the morning line or come post time. So maybe he gets a little higher and then can challenge for second if so. And then I'm going with number 6, Long Range Toddy. Going to have to run big here. Has ran with Owendell a couple times in the past and has gotten beat just because Owendell's running with some other great stellar horses. But definitely going to be one big long shot. I think this horse gets ignored and could possibly float up to 20 to 1 come post time. So definitely one I'm using as my long shot pick just because he's ran in some of these bigger stakes races and has ran in some grade 3 races. So I think he should have the experience and he's ran in some of these races that Owendell has. However, he's never contested, but definitely one to watch out. Moving on, we got race 8. The Spring Fever Stakes going 5.5 furlong sprint. My top pick. And here's going to be on the outside. Number 9, Kamari. Seems to be the horse that's in the best form. He's a great jockey trainer right now with Wesley Ward and Joel Rosario. The horse is 8, 4, and 2 lifetime. So kind of has better statistics than some of these other ones. So maybe possibly single. Definitely going to be post-time favorite, I do believe. Definitely under 2 to 1. Just by looking at some of these other races that the horses ran in. Finished second in the grade 1 Commonwealth at Ascot. Probably the biggest circle mark right there just because that was a big race. And finished second coming into that was huge. Did get beat last time out. Finished 3rd in the Music City as the odds-on favorite. So it's going to have to kind of shake off that last run. Kind of had a slow start there, but I think this definitely Rosario getting the mount on this one for the first time will do fine for Wesley Ward. 3rd pick, going with number 6, Ain't No Elmers. Going to have to get back to that speed that he had a while back. So he's going to have to find those 100s and 104s to contest with some of these others in here. I believe I skipped my 2nd pick. Yeah, my 2nd pick is going to be number 4, Casual. Has a good start in 2021. Has just coming off that win for an $85,000 allowance of non-winners of 3. Take that how you want it. But it's Ricardo, Santana, and Steven Musin. They've been on the card all throughout. So definitely 2 that you have to consider when they get together. Has great speed figures. Posted a 101 last time out. So seems to be getting better and is in great form coming in here. My long shot play, I'm hoping some money goes onto some of these other horses. So She's So Majestic can kind of float up a little bit, maybe get 15 to 1, but probably is going to have to be on the pace to for the liking coming in here for Ramon Vasquez. Has some speed that she showed in 2020, ran 6-3 lifetime. Best speed figure was a 100. And if you kind of look back in this claiming race, kind of set just off the pace, and I think that's where this horse is going to have to be in contention. Race 9, we have just a maiden to make it tough on the pick 4 and pick 5 sequence. Going 6 furlongs here for 3-year-olds. This one was incredibly tough, but I went with number 2, Reserve. Out of Tiz Now, purchased for $120,000. Ron Marquette with Joel Rosario. Just seemed interesting. I kind of like these 4 furlong workouts that it put in. Kind of went handily, and then breezing here put up some good numbers. My second pick going outside with number 10, Name Rejected. So has some experience compared to some of these others. Posted a big 90 speed figure last time out and finished second in a maiden special for $82,000. And also ran against my third pick, number 9, Stiletto Boy, for Fernando de la Cruz. And also posted a 90 speed figure in there and finished third. So definitely 9 and 10, Stiletto Boy, Name Rejected, are 2 that could easily are going to improve off of what they have done in the past. And then my long shot play, really not much of a long shot, but is Right Tone, number 12, for David Cohen and Robert Tino Diodoro. Out of Tonalist, purchased for $80,000 in the spring as a 2-year-old. Probably won't be much of a long shot play, but again, this is a pretty wide open race in here, so I felt like I need to go 4 deep on some of these better looking horses. Some workouts are kind of similar to my top pick, so I kind of went with this one as my long shot play. Maybe get lucky and get at 10 to 1 in here and have that one come through. And here we go. We have race 10, the Southwest Stakes for Kentucky Derby points. These are 10, 10, 5, 2 and 1, I believe. I'm going to the winner here, 10 points, and maybe trying to point towards the Arkansas Derby in the future. It should be a great race between 2 horses, honestly, and that's number 1, who's my top pick, Essential Quality, the undefeated gray out of Tappet for Brad Cox and Luis Saez. Look at that last race, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, grade 1. Just put on a great show there and was a great 101 speed figure and has been unbeaten. So Kentucky Derby, minus last year, we always look at those horses that were undefeated coming in. And this is one that so far has done all those and passed all those tests. Here, I think the test is going to be second pick, Jackie's Warrior, who ran in the same race, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, back in November and finished 4th. Rosario gets that chance again, and I think it's the only one to beat Essential Quality in here if it can get up there and do so. But definitely he's going to have to make some improvements, make some adjustments. I mean, it's got some grade 1 wins. There's no reason Jackie's Warrior should not be able to run with Essential Quality. It's all depending on who's coming into the best form. Has Musin got this horse ready, or does Brad Cox still have Essential Quality in top shape? Third pick, and probably could be a long shot because I see a lot of money going on the other 2, is Spielberg. I mean, it's Bob Baffert, and he keeps trying this horse out yet again and again. The last one was the Los Al Futurity, a grade 2 where the horse won. So kind of trying something new here, shipping it to Oaklawn and trying the Southwest Stakes for some points. And my long shot pick is going to be Last Samurai for Dallas Stewart. Has been basically long shots in 2 of his races so far, so definitely probably going to bump up to 20 to 1 coming in. Colt out of Malibu Moon has ran in some allowance races and maiden special, so this will be the first stakes race for Last Samurai. So one to watch out for, a great betting race here. You have between Essential Quality and Jackie's Warrior. Obviously, one of these 2 is going to the Kentucky Derby. This is just an easy trip in the road, basically. And to cap it off, we have a mile and 16th allowance optional claimer. So if we're in the pick 4 and pick 5s, this is who we need to bring it home. And I'm going with number 8 as my top pick. Beaver Hat has ran in the money the last 4. So if it can run in the money in the last 4, the horse can easily win a race. And that's what I'm hoping happens here and kind of gives me a decent payout for my pick 4s and pick 5s. Big win last time out. Posted a decent speed figure of 93, kind of ran mid-pack, ran 5th, and then kind of rallied and got to 2nd, and then was able to make that pass in the stretch. So definitely one that knows how to maneuver traffic. Florent Giroux shouldn't have any trouble in here with this horse. Second pick, I'm going number 10, Lone Rock. I'm definitely going to throw this one on my pick 4s and pick 5s. So easy win last time out. Very easy win. Tyler Gaffleon was aboard today, or Saturday will be David Cohen, and beat Intrepid Heart. So I think Intrepid Heart's a very good horse that went on and is still doing some great things. So definitely using Lone Rock in here as my second pick. Big 102 speed figure. So kind of the speed of the class, besides the next horse I'm going to talk about, but definitely one that you have to almost use in here. Number 9, this is my hopefully price pay as my third pick. It's Dumpf. Second last time, or actually the last 2 as the odds-on favorite. Was beat out the second last time by American Dubai, who's in here. Just kind of got pressed at the pace and got caught too wide and then couldn't really mount anything coming down the stretch. So I think a different setup here for Ricardo Santana. And I think this horse could easily play spoiler and have a nice payoff for the pick 4s and pick 5s. And my long shot play is going to be number 3, Easy Shot. I'm probably going to leave this horse off of my pick 4 and pick 5 ticket, and I'm only going to use 3 here because I'm going to save that spot for the also eligible that I will talk about in a second. I'm using the 3 in here as my long shot play, just because I believe that the horse has potential to improve off the last starts. Jason Barkley seems to train really well, has done well at the meet. David Cabrera has done really well, has rode really well. So I think those 2 teaming up here is going to really help Easy Shot and possibly have a big effect on the exactas and maybe trifectas if you're playing those as well. So definitely one to consider is going to be number 3. In the 11th and final. And the also eligible that I was talking about, if this horse draws in, you're probably going to have to use it. Number 13, Spa City. First time gelding, 60,000 out of Street Sense for Godolphin. So, I mean, it has all those connections. Brad Cox, Florent Giroux. Definitely use this in your pick 4s and pick 5s if you see that this horse is drawn in from obviously scratches. So far, it's finished in the money in 2020. That last time out, finished 3rd in an allowance, 40,000 for non-winners of 2, and got beat out by Enforceable plus K Parfait. So definitely very good horses that this horse has gotten beat out by. So watch for this one drawing in, and it's a must-use if it happens to. So I'm going to go back up and kind of recap the highlight race of the card and just kind of go over my last picks for this Kentucky Derby prep. The Southwest Stakes, like I said, I believe it's between 2 horses, Essential Quality and Jackie's Warrior. One has been undefeated. One kind of had a bad trip in the juvenile. So definitely going to be a great race and a great Saturday of stakes races. So 2 to definitely watch. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, American Bourbon Whiskey is what I was drinking today if you want to check that out. And make sure to like and subscribe. And hopefully you win on Saturday on these Kentucky Derby preps. And make sure to check out the next video coming up is the Gulfstream Fountain of Youth. Thanks for tuning in and happy handicapping.